want to take a minute and talk about trust. And trusts don't have to be as complicated or as expensive as people think. And when we're talking about doing a trust, we're just looking for a way to avoid probate. And the best way that I like for people to think about a trust is think about you're setting up a business. So it's a separate entity that actually exists separate and apart from you. But the way we set up over 90% of the trust, you're going to have total control over it while you're alive. So you can put assets in, take assets out, you can modify it, revoke it, destroy it, just whatever you want to do. It's just an estate planning tool that we use. So every now and then we make an irrevocable trust that can't be undone. But for the most part, when we're talking about a trust, you have freedom to change it, get out of it, or any time that you want. So the main thing that we're looking at with a trust is getting your real estate into it so the trust can control that once you pass away. And the whole point of a trust is just to make sure that your assets get to your loved ones as quickly and efficiently as possible without having to put everybody through the expense of probate. And the way we do that, there's what's called a trustee that runs the trust. And the trustee can only follow the instructions that are set out in the trust. So when we get together and we write this out, you're going to say, here's where my real estate goes, here's where my money goes, and then maybe my jewelry, guns, something like that. You know, I want it going to my kids or my nieces, nephews, whatever. And then when you pass away, now the trustee comes to us, we're going through the trust document, and they have clear instructions what to do with those assets, and then they have the authority to do it because you gave it to them with the trust. Now, a lot of folks think that trusts are super expensive and they're only for rich people, and that's just not the case. They can work well for just about anybody because it's going to save your family all the time and expense with probate. Now, it does cost a little bit more to set these up than, say, a will, but the way that we do it, it still costs less than what your family would have to pay for in probate. And so there's just no getting around it. You're going to have to pay for it one way or the other. You either pay for it now, save your family all that time and expense, or we don't do the trust, go with a will or go with nothing, and then we put all that time and expense on your family later. But trust can be a very effective tool for getting your assets to your loved ones as quickly and efficiently as possible and with the least amount of stress as possible while they're at the stage of their life grieving you. Thanks.